Welcome back to the shop, and today we're continuing with the teardown of Stewie. Get him ready for his twin turbo LS. So one of the things we got to do first, we got to pull this light out of here. Got to pull the bumper. So we're going to pull those two bolts on each side, take the bumper off, and then we're going to pull all these nice crusty bolts on both sides, and that should take the front clip off, hopefully. So I think there's 4 or 5 of them. One there. It's about the best I could figure out, but I'm gonna get going on this. Probably won't film a lot of it, but check back here in a minute. All right, got the bumper off. I don't know if you can see, but this bolt is hashed out. Look at that thing. Holy mackerel. There's not a whole lot left of that. So I got all 4 of the bolts out. Got the bumper off. Collect up the hardware. I'm going to save this one and make something out of it because it is not going back in the car. All right. That's it. Got the bumper off. Next up, I'll start tackling the clip bolts. All right, well, I put air back in the air compressor. I was an idiot. I thought I turned it on. I didn't. Got that one, what I thought was loose, but it's just spinning, so probably gonna have to cut the head off that one. Looks like there's also 2 that come from the inside. You can see them right there. And right there, they come from the inside of the fender, and then one at the very top. So, working on the other side, got to chip away at all this undercoating. It was probably a great idea in 1960 to keep this car from rotting, but man, it is a pain in the ass now. So, got that one out. I'll go ahead and get these other 2 out. Again, not going to make you watch me chip undercoating off here, but we'll check back in a few minutes and see how far I've got. All right, some more fun. So I realized that there's 3 more bolts. One there, and one there. That hold this to this inner frame, it appears. And this is the rubber inner flap for the fender, which we don't need those. Those are going to go away. But I'm like, oh, I got to get that bolt. And it is literally buried in shit. Excuse me, this is a family show, but it's buried in this stuff. Look at it. Oh, my Lord. 60 years of undercoating. There it goes. All right, I took the piece of the flap with it. All right, so that just attaches like this inner fender well piece. So I still got to chip down to the actual bolt. You can kind of see the head there. I can beat the sockets on those and go from there, but yeah, that one's kind of hidden. So I'm going to beat on that, get that. Sorry, this is going to be kind of a boring video, but it's all part of the process. Oh, I did discover that these springs are actually good for something. They're good to hang my light on when I'm chipping away like a coal miner. So yeah, more of this to come. Man, I don't even know. I'm going to cut these fender wells out of this thing and just make new ones because I honestly don't think I could ever get any of that off. I'm definitely going to have to scrape it off the firewall here, scrape it off of here at some point. Probably lighten me up a little bit, but yeah. If anybody's got any good tips on how to take undercoating off, Yeah, hit me up in the comments. And, all right, we'll be back soon. All right, let me zoom out here a little bit. Zoom. All right, I got the top one out. That one was fun. Got that out. Putting a light at it. Got that one out, and I got those three out. And you can see that those other two I thought that were or not. So you're like, we're loose now from there. A couple pieces up here got to be disconnected. And so we get the other side, and there's probably something up here, someplace, maybe that one, that's got to come out. And then we should maybe, perhaps be disconnected. So I'm going to jump around to the other side, get those loose. Put something under the front end because I don't want this thing falling, but yep. All right, the carnage. I had to go full caveman on this thing. The bolt would not break. I don't know if my chisel wasn't strong enough, so I basically slotted the fender hole. No big deal. It's not going to affect anything, but damn, that thing was tough. So that's the last the inner fender. I got the looks like a couple here on each side, and then it should come off. All right, back up top, and we're pretty loose here. And then I started to take that bolt out, and I could see the thing was starting to separate here. So that's the last bolt that's actually in there. The other one's stripped or something. This side's loose. I'm trying to figure out. I'm probably going to have to disconnect all this stuff and pull the wire harness back. So let me do that before we tear something up. I really shouldn't really care because I'm going to rewire this whole car anyway. But I'm going to disconnect some of this other stuff and then see if we can get it off. Got a chair under here, the safety chair, just in case this thing starts to flip forward. But we're getting there. We're close. Once we get that off, pull it away, then I'll be able to get right at the motor, put the wheels back on it. Now I'm going to push it over here next to the Healy and pull the motor over there so we can clear up the lift because I got some work to do on the Volkswagen. But yeah, it's coming along. All right, let's see, zoom out. All right, good enough. All right, well, I got the wire harness. Oh, there goes my high-dollar air cleaner. I got the wire harness disconnected, and what's cool is like the light harness here disconnects. They got all these nice little plugs, all environmentally sealed and everything, which made that pretty simple. So got that out of the way, got the air box vent cable out of the way. So now to pull the last bolt and see if I can't hurt myself. All right, well, hopefully I got the camera aimed right here. Get a little up. There you go. Well, got this thing unbolted. Did have to take the radiator support out, which I didn't think I would, but I did. And now it's just a matter of, well, the two wires there.